This is Emma. She came to me back in December. She's 21 years old, 5'4", and she was 140 pounds at the time. She was unhappy with where her body was. And I want to tell you exactly where she was starting in her own words, because you're probably going to see yourself in this. She was skipping breakfasts most days. She'd run on snacks at work, pretzels, juice, all the way through the day, and then eat the most at night. She also loved sweets. When I asked her what habit she wanted to break, the very first thing she wrote down was eating sugar. She was not lazy. She was an athlete. She wasn't undisciplined. She just genuinely did not know how to eat, and nobody taught her. So if you've been winging it, barely eating all day and then crashing at night, and your body just won't change no matter what you do, watch this whole thing, because what fixed it for Emma is probably the opposite of what you've been trying. From December to April, Emma went from 140 pounds to 129. That's 11 pounds. The number honestly is the least impressive thing about her whole journey, because most of what she lost was fat. And at the same time, through these months, she built muscle as well. So the scale only moved 11 pounds, but her body completely changed shape. The fat came off and the muscle filled it underneath. Look at the difference. Tighter waist, more definition. She is leaner. She's also stronger. That's not an 11-pound story if you're just looking at the scale. And that's the whole point. The scale is a liar, guys. You can lose the fat, add muscle, and the number barely moves while your entire body transforms. That's what actually makes you look lean, not the number going down, the shape changing, losing fat and building muscle. So why couldn't Emma just do this on her own after all these years? Well, here's the part that nobody told her. She was under fuel, skipping breakfast, running on pretzels and juice, barely eating all day. And when your body is running on empty like that, by the time night hits, it is screaming for fast energy. And that's sugar, that's juice. So every night she would reach for these kinds of sweets. That was never a discipline issue. That was literally a fueling problem. So here's what we actually did. And the order of this matters, guys. We did not just cut her. We didn't put her on some tiny diet. The first thing we did was give her enough fuel and dial in her proper macros for her body. Enough protein, the right ratios of fats to carbs for her body. And here's what happened when we did that, guys. The cravings left. That's the part nobody tells you. Once her body was actually fed, it stopped screaming for sugar and that pool just went away. Once the cravings were gone, sticking to the plan was not hard anymore. And this is the thing I really need you to hear. Emma didn't get more disciplined, guys. She stopped fighting her own body. And then consistency got easy. She stuck to it, and I am so freaking proud of her. And that consistency is what dropped the fat, guys. You will not see progress if you can't be consistent. And the reason why you aren't consistent is from the fuel, it's from your habit. That is the whole sequence, guys. If you fuel right, the cravings will disappear, consistency gets easy, and the fat will just come off. In one of her most recent check-ins, she told me that her biggest win, and I quote, was staying in her diet, no added sugar snacks, and her biggest non-scale victory was hitting all of her workouts. That's not a woman who is white knuckling through cravings. That's a woman who learned how to eat and never has to fight that fight again. So if you've been telling yourself that you just can't stick to anything, that you don't have the discipline, I need you to actually hear this. Emma stuck to her plan perfectly. Not because she's more disciplined than you, because she was finally fueled enough that her body stopped craving food and was able to consistently stick to something. You cannot out-discipline a body that is starving and that's screaming for sugar and that's not fueled properly. Nobody can. And guys, that's not a character flaw. That is literally biology. If you feed it right, the cravings go, and then staying consistent becomes easy. It becomes a lifestyle. The reason you keep falling off isn't you. It's that you've been trying to white knuckle your way through cravings. We fix the cravings first, then consistency takes care of itself. And listen, Maybe you're not where Emma started. Maybe you eat pretty well already and you're just stuck at fine. You've been working out for years and you cannot crack that last layer of fat. It's the same exact mechanism, guys. Proper fuel, proper macros, cravings gone, consistency, fat drops. Whether you're 15 pounds, whether you've got 15, 20 pounds to lose, or you just want that last layer of fat gone, your body changes the same way. It was never about eating less. And here's the part that Emma told me that I really just love the most. Her coworkers started noticing. It wasn't just an Emma thing that she felt better, that she lost a little bit of fat. No, they told her that she looked healthy, that she was glowing. She didn't announce that she was on a program. They just saw it on her. That's what happens when your body finally feels safe and fueled. That glow is real, and it's what alignment looks like from the outside. And here's the truth. Emma is not special. She's not more disciplined than you. She didn't have some advantage that you don't have. She just finally did things in the right order with someone walking her through it step by step instead of guessing alone for years. And here's the other thing Emma got that you really can't get on your own. It wasn't just that she ate more. It was the right amount, the proper macros, dialed into a routine that actually fit her life. And that's the part that most women never crack alone. Not because they're not trying, because it's not guesswork. Eat more protein is easy to say. Knowing the exact amounts for your body in a routine you can actually stick to and that is sustainable, that kills the cravings and keeps you consistent. That's the difference between knowing what to do and actually doing it. That's the part you come to me for. If you watched this whole thing through and thought, I want that, good. That's exactly who I made it for. This could be you a few months from now. So here's one next step that you can take. Go to Instagram and DM me the word lean, just the word lean, and we'll have a conversation about where you're at and whether this would be a right fit for you. My handle is at Jaleesa Lawrence. I will also put it in this description, or you can just click the link and sign up for a free coaching call.